What is going on, Diablo 2 fans? Dobrunsky here. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down what I personally think are the top 11 best items to upgrade in Diablo 2. So I'm pretty sure that I covered all of the kind of major items that you would want to upgrade, and I'm going to talk about some various uses for them. Again, let me know in the comment section below if you guys think I missed anything major, although I truly think this is a comprehensive list, but all feedback is welcome. But a quick reminder before we jump in, just want to let you guys know that I do stream twice a week on Twitch, so if you guys do enjoy this YouTube content, any follows on that platform would be very much appreciated. Got the link for my Twitch channel in the description below. With that being said, guys, let's jump in. So the very first thing that I would like to do is very briefly explain the process of upgrading an item and why you might choose to do so in Diablo 2. Now, depending on whether or not you're upgrading from an armor to a weapon to a helmet, or you're going from a normal to an exceptional to an elite base variant, your Heraldic Cube recipes are going to change a little bit. So I'm not going to cover every single recipe. I got a couple great websites linked in the description below with some great resources, so you can check them out to see the different recipes. But the purpose of upping an item is typically either more damage on a weapon or more defense on a body armor, or a couple niche case scenarios you might be getting an extra potion slot in a belt, so having 4 rows instead of 2 can actually be pretty beneficial depending on the character. But again, one thing that I want to make very clear is that you're not replacing like an exceptional variant with the stats of an elite variant, if that makes sense. So if you have String of Ears, which is an exceptional belt, the elite version of it is a Spiderweb Sash, you're not going to turn a String of Ears into a Rakka's Mesh. You're just going to turn String of Ears, you're going to give it more defense in a Spiderweb Sash variant. So I hope that makes sense. And just to quickly exemplify the process here, I'm going to show off 279 defense, perfect Viper Magi. So this is a Serpent Skin armor. We're going to try and upgrade it to get 1,000 plus defense in a Wormhide variant version. We're going to do that with a Perfect Diamond, a Lem, and a Co-Rune. So you put all 3 of these with the item in the Heraldic Cube, you get Transmute, and we get a 970 defense Viper Magi. So that's pretty solid. I have upped multiple variants of this, and I've never actually gotten 1,000 defense, but this is the closest, so pretty cool. Better luck next time, I guess. But that is a brief explanation of the upping process. So now we'll actually jump into my list of the top 10 items that are worthy of upgrading in Diablo 2. Okay, so I am very excited for this list. Again, I want to give a huge shout out to my moderator and Discord community member, Drew, for compiling this list. It's all hero edited items for the purpose of this video. But I'm going to start off first by covering a class-specific shield, and it is Herald of Zakarum for the Paladin. So this is a gilded shield that has been upgraded to a Zakarum shield variant. Now, there's only a small, minuscule defense upgrade, which could help a tiny little bit with a Hammerden, but the main reason why you'd want to up this shield is you get significantly more damage for Smite, so you're going to be able to take down Ubers quicker as a Smiter. So this is a solid shield, very, not super common, but it's not super rare either. I mean, a lot of great beneficial stats you can use on a Smiter or a Hammerden, and upgrading it gives you a lot more damage for a Smiter. So this is definitely earns a spot on the list for the top 11 items in my opinion. The next set of items that I'm going to look at is Guardian Angel. Now this is an ethereal variant, which I think works very well for a mercenary, specifically if you want to farm Travincal. Now the reason for that is because of the plus 15 to maximum fire resistance that this item gives. So with the proper helmet, typically Kira's Guardian, you can get Cannot Be Frozen, a ton of res. So this mercenary will have 95 fire res against Travincal. So it's really good way to farm high runes early on. And I think I dropped a Sur rune live on Battle.net, so pretty cool. But when you upgrade it, you get a significant defense buff. So 2,300 defense, a little bit extra attack rating to demons. I mean, Paladin skill doesn't really help out the Act 2 mercenary that much, but you do get that minus 15% fire res, so it's definitely a solid choice. The next item is for your Javazon fan. This is Ethereal Titans Revenge. Now if you upgrade this variant, you get more throw damage, so this allows you to leech a tiny bit more. And the really cool item about this, really cool feature, about this item being ethereal is it has replenished quantity. So typically the ethereal variant of this and then upgraded gives you extra throw damage. It's not necessarily a mandatory. Some people even argue against using Eth Titans, like a lot of people that play a ton of Javazon typically like to have like 1 or 2 of these in their inventory, just regular Javazons, just regular Titans Revenge Javelins, so they can throw them quickly, and then when they run out of durability, they can just swap out the one in their inventory, so they don't have to wait for the item to replenish its quantity. Again, that's kind of really min and maxing, but definitely a viable version, is Upping Titans Revenge. The next item that we're going to cover is Gold Wrap. Now typically when this belt is used as a heavy belt, you only get 3 potion slots. So more often than not, people will upgrade this item to at least a battle belt variant because they get 4 potion slots. Hardcore like Barbarian, Pitseeker, Magic Finding characters, or really any MF character will benefit from having that extra potion slot as well as the extra MF. So usually at minimum people upgrade to a battle belt variant. You can go all the way to a troll belt. If you're using Spirit and a Monarch Shield, that Monarch base has a 156 strength requirement. So getting to that 151, you're still below it. So you're not really being penalized for upping all the way to a troll belt. So again, it's up to you. But the defense difference of 90 to like 129, very minuscule. It's totally up to you, but you should at least upgrade to the battle belt variant. One of the very coolest weapons, in my opinion, to upgrade is a Honed Sudan. Now, if you can get this ethereal version or variant, now what I'm demonstrating is not ethereal, but you can get a substantial amount of damage and it has repair durability over 10 seconds. So you can use it on yourself or for your mercenary. You don't have to worry about any of the durability. Now you can see here, non-Eth variant is 107 to 217. You have 3 socket choices. And the upped variant, again, this is non-Eth, is 74 to 505. You can get much higher damage with an ethereal variant, and it's really cool. Like if you put, for budget, if you happen to find one, you could go like Shale, Am, Shale, or increase attack speed and life leech. You could go just Am for a lot of life leech. It's totally up to you, or even like 40 ED jewels, or if you're crazy, super expensive, you could put 3 Omrins in it for 150 ED. Again, a lot of different possibilities with the sockets, but it is one of the coolest weapons, in my opinion, that you can actually upgrade. The next items that I'm going to cover are 2 different boots. I'm going to just kind of put these together as one version because they both work very well with the kicks in. That is either Gore Riders, and I have here a pair of war boots that are upgraded to Myrmidon Greaves, and then I have 3 variants here of Goblin Toast, first starting off with light plated boots, then going to battle boots, and then eventually mirrored boots. Now, the reason why you would want to triple upgrade or double upgrade these boots for kicks in is you get more damage with your kicks. So the higher the variant of item that you go from normal to exceptional to elite, you're getting more kick damage, kind of similar to the Smiter. I actually just recently toyed around with a kicks in with Last Wish that completely obliterated Ubers, and I was using upped Gore Riders, so definitely a super viable option if you plan on rocking a kicks in. Another really cool item to upgrade is Ribcracker. So this is the quarterstaff variant, and then obviously moving up to a stalagmite, you get a really kind of good average damage. So the minimum damage is very high, the maximum isn't insane, but again, that average damage between the two is very solid. A lot of increased attack speed, FHR, crushing blow, great weapon to use on a Fury Druid if you want to attempt to do Ubers, and it's also very budget. Like if you find any moderate enhanced damage Ribcracker, up it, put a Shellrun in it, it is a super solid weapon to use on a shapeshifting druid. Another personal magic finding favorite of mine is upgrading Skullders, an ethereal variant. So this is another item that has repair durability similar to Eth Sudan, so you can actually use this on a sorceress and not worry about the durability running out. Now if you upgrade it, you get a significant amount of defense. So 2,300 plus defense, a ton of magic find based on the character level, and 1 dull skills. Really solid if you want to rock something other than kind of the go-to standard 3-piece towels. Similar to what I covered in my intro explanation, Viper Magi is one of my favorite body armors to use on a sorceress, and it's a great candidate for upping. Now this is a 279 defense version, similar to the example. Then I have a 1,034 defense, so this is perfect, the best you can possibly get. The example roll was 970, but just think about the possibilities you have with this body armor. So the 1 dull skills is great for boosting damage, solid res, 30 FCR alleviates the need to use FCR and other gear to reach certain breakpoints. So typically if I want to go for like a max damage lightning sorcerer setup, I'll use this body armor with a 5/5 lightning facet, and then I'll pair that with Crescent Moon. Crescent Moon doesn't have any plus skills, no res, no FCR, but it does have a shit ton of minus enemy lightning res. So you pair that with Viper Magi and Griffins to sort of counteract that FCR loss from not using like Hodo. Again, a super solid option, and it's honestly my favorite body armor to use on a sorceress, period. Another really cool item to upgrade, and it's sort of similar to Hawes, it's not kind of mandatory, but Arreat's face on a barbarian. So this is the Slayer Guard version. you can upgrade it to a Guardian Crown for, again, significantly more defense. So 363 to 504. This is a really good overall helmet for Barbarian. So you get 4 at all skills, FHR, bonus attack rating, lifesteal per hit, dex, strength, and all res. With a socket choice, you can even do more stuff like a 40 enhanced damage jewel. The only problem with this helmet and upgrading it is if you're going for the pure max damage setup, typically G-Phase is kind of your go-to selection because of that deadly strike and crushing blow. And it kind of sucks because this is a really cool overall helmet. It looks really good on a Barbarian, and it's definitely a pretty good candidate for upping, in my opinion. And the final item that I want to demonstrate here is an Ethereal Shaftstop. Again, kind of tying back to the Guardian Angel. This is a mercenary armor. No, it's not the best. You could argue it's worse than Treachery. You can argue it's worse than Fortitude, and I really wouldn't fight you on those arguments. It's not the best choice ever, but it is a pretty cool item. So this is 1,000 defense, an ethereal version. Upgrading it, you get 2,500 defense, 60 to life, 30 DR, and then a socket choice. So if you were to pair this with, say, a 20 DR V-Gaze, you can get 50% damage reduction on your mercenary. So you lose out on that IS that you get from Treachery, you lose out on the crazy enhanced damage from Fortitude, but it's definitely a very cool and super solid variant that you can use on a mercenary. But that pretty much wraps up today's video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, a lot of these items, what I think makes them so cool is they're typically niche variants. They're never quite as good, but they're definitely different than kind of like the standard meta in most cases. There's definitely some obvious exceptions where this is kind of the meta for certain builds, but I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, let me know in the comment section below if you guys think I missed anything major. I'm pretty sure I hit all of the nails on the head, but again, just let me know if you think I missed anything. I may have possibly. But as always, if you guys could throw a like on this video, share it, and even consider subscribing if you're new to my channel. I post new weekly content on YouTube, and I do stream twice a week on Twitch. So when you follow us on Twitch or subbed on YouTube, would be amazing. Other than that, guys, hope you have a fan-freaking-tastic day, and I'll catch you on my next video or live stream. Peace out.